Hey everybody, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Porter Says podcast. But the Odyssey, I think this has the potential to be better than Oppenheimer. It looks like my prediction was right. Yeah, most definitely right. Yes, the Porter Says podcast has finally returned, everybody. I hope you've been well. Thank you so much for tuning in into my review of Christopher Nolan's latest movie, The Odyssey. I'm not gonna go into too much detail with this movie. I'm just gonna go through my basic thoughts of the movie, like my overall thoughts, what I thought was really good, a couple of things I was kind of like expecting and wanting more. This movie's nearly 3 hours long. I actually just got back from seeing it uh, not even that long ago. I think I left my theater at like 8:30-ish or something, so it's nearly 9 o'clock right now. The Odyssey. So, what do I think of Christopher Nolan's latest movie? I really liked it. I had so much fun. I enjoyed myself. I thought that, the performances in this movie were brilliant. Just let me. I think I've read this cast before, but like there's a lot of people in this movie, so I'm just gonna read like the people I have here. So we have Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, John Berthel, Charlize Theron, John Leguizamo, and many others. Hamish Patel, I believe, who starred in the movie yesterday. He had more of a significant role than I was expecting. I won't say that this movie was like a massive epic, but there were many epic moments in this movie. The action sequences we get here are really well done. The movie shot well. It's got an amazing score. Whoever scored the soundtrack, I want to say it's Hans Zimmer, but I correct me if I am wrong in the comments below. Whoever did the soundtrack for this movie, excellent job. I thought the costumes were fantastic, all the props, a lot of the practical stuff and the sets were just breathtaking to look at. It's, as I said, it's a really it's shot well, beautiful looking movie. Really cool. There's a lot of like breathtaking shots that I would honestly want on my wall as like a poster or like a painting or something. I will say that this movie being 3 hours, well, nearly 3 hours, but it's about 2 hours and 53 minutes. And there are times where, yeah, you do feel it. There are some pacing issues throughout this movie. There were characters who I personally wanted more from. Maybe that's just me expecting too much. So like Mia Goth, who's another cast member in this, I was expecting more from her, and maybe that's because I really like her. Her character didn't do a whole lot. And again, that's just me. Same thing with John Berthel. Like, not to go into too many spoilers, really. I don't really want to do that. I'll make sure I don't. But again, I was expecting a bit more from him. I mean, you got Zendaya in here, and she had about as much screen time as she did in Dune 1. Again, I hope I didn't really spoil too much. I mean, she has a little bit more, but I guess I was just maybe expecting more from her character as well. Like, half the time she just kind of sat there and didn't do a whole lot. But I think the standouts for me, really, back to the positives, I should say. Those are my like little negatives here and there. The standouts were Matt Damon, obviously, because Matt Damon's just a great actor. He was really good as Odysseus. Tom Holland, to me, really stood out. I loved his performance. And again, being a massive Tom Holland fan, I think that's just kind of a given. But Robert Pattinson was excellent. He was at first I was like, he was just kind of like the stereotypical, I don't want to say bully, but that's kind of what he was to Tom Holland. But towards like the end of the movie, he became really menacing and somewhat maniacal. I think the flashback scenes, which is pretty much like the whole story with Odysseus and his men, I'm someone that doesn't know a ton about the story. I kind of wish I did my research before going into this movie. And after watching this, I think it just makes me want to go and do more. The biggest compliment I can give this movie is that it is just, it has epic moments. I wouldn't call it a full on medieval fantasy epic to me. Like, I know a lot of people have, in reviews that I've seen, have been saying that, been calling it like this big masterpiece or anything. It's not that. It does have its flaws. But I will say, in terms of Christopher Nolan movies, it was much better than Oppenheimer. I would put it over stuff like Tenet, Dunkirk, Interstellar, and then I probably need to watch it again, maybe, but I would probably put this over Batman Begins. Maybe after a rewatch of the Odyssey, I could probably could do that. Oh, sorry guys, we got a little guest here. We got Porter. Yeah, he's just kind of walking around, not doing much, but he's here. You go sleep. You gotta go sleep. I would say overall, this was a really great movie that I highly recommend you go and see in cinemas. It's definitely a movie worth seeing in theaters. Sorry, Porter's being a bit of a attention hog right now. You want some attention? I'm showy. I'm showy. Do I leave? You know what? I'm going to leave that in. I would highly recommend going to see the Odyssey for sure. It's officially out, I want to say everywhere. Came out today in Australia, so I hope that review was good enough. I just, it's one of those movies that I don't really have a whole lot to say on, because it's like, it's just a great movie that I think you should see. Hope you enjoyed this kind of relatively short return to the Porter Says podcast with my review of the Odyssey. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow me on all my other like social media stuff. And I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday evening, because it is currently Thursday. Weekend's coming up, so I hope you enjoy that. And yeah, this should be out by tomorrow. I did make well, not new, but I did make an intro a couple of days ago, so I might put it in the beginning of this just to kind of see and test the waters and let me know if you enjoy it. So I'll catch you guys next time.